What I do, what I do, what I do that. Bow. It's your man, EddyEd, the Duke.
Hey, welcome back to the Holy Duo channel. It's Dialogue, here today.
Hey, man, and we're back at you with another podcast episode, man. This is podcast 34. So thank you guys for tuning in. If wherever you're listening, man, wherever you're watching, make sure you subscribe. It's free. And also share this content, man. Share it to your people that you know, whoever, friends, family. Let them know about our podcast, man. Let them get involved. So make sure you guys do that. And also, if you want to support us, go to our Google email, shoot us an email. And we have our website. Do we have a website up yet or no?
No, not yet.
Website's coming soon. So if you guys want to, support the channel with a donation or whatever, you can do that pretty soon. I think you can send us an email.
Yeah.
Somehow. But anyway,
that should work.
Welcome to episode 34, man. Let's go ahead and get straight into it with the holy and demonic moments. D, shoot at us first.
Hey, man, my week was good, man. I struggled because I didn't cook, so I kept having to forage for food, right? So I was making a bunch of gains, and then I kind of plateaued because my eating went down the drain. A holy moment, I was exercising one of these days this week, and I was like, whenever I work on this specific part of my body, my shoulder stops hurting. So I've decided to focus more on that muscle, and I think that's where the issue is. That muscle is underdeveloped. But anyway, that was a holy moment. Demonic moment, man, you catch me off guard every single time with this stuff. Demonic moment, huh? Well, I don't have any, man. How was your week?
So no demons try to get you.
Hey,
this week.
I got dukes in the streets.
Are you telling me you that holy? Is that what's going on right now? Oh no, hold up! You got a demonic moment. Don't your stomach, bro. Remember you called your mom. You was like, "Oh, mommy, my stomach is killing me. Can you kiss my tum tum?" Don't forget you told me this, bro. Come on now. What's up?
So last night my stomach started hurting because I made a super rich, heavy food, right? So it started off with chicken, cooked it in oil, and then I added onions to it, and then I added mushrooms, kale, what else? Quinoa, and then I added eggs to it. So it was really heavy. I mean, like protein packed. And
He's trying to make all the gains in one meal.
So I ate it, and then my stomach was hurting. My mom doesn't even know about it. You know what I mean? I told him that I wasn't sure about the podcast today because my stomach was hurting. So he's fabricating stories right now to try to make me look weak. But as we know, we're men over here. We don't play those games. A stomach ache? You mean I was being kept company by pain? Ha.
Nah, bro.
Eat that.
You was hurting, bro.
Eat that.
He was hurting. He was like, I might not be able to make it. You know what I mean? I might not be able. I might not be able to make it.
I'm so manly that pain is there to keep me company. Oh, dang. Right? He's so manly. He's so manly that pain comes to keep him company, not to hurt him. Wow, that is pretty deep. Man,
deep. Let's move forward, man.
How's your week, man? How's your week?
Man, my week has been pretty interesting, very busy, kind of stressful, but that's a part of some processes, I guess you would say, processes.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're still out here. God is good all the time, and just really exercising faith in a lot of different areas. It's been a nice challenge. Holy moment. Getting to see family is a holy moment this week. And exercising, and a demonic moment Oh, bro, I had this one demonic moment. Actually, on the road,
Uh-huh.
I had a lot of demonic moments on the road. People just like trying to force me to speed, like blinking their headlights, trying to make me speed. On I'm like, bro, get the heck out of here, man.
Yeah, his car
And then they're
doesn't
gonna come,
go 80 miles per hour.
and then he's gonna go, and then they come from behind me, and try to get a good look of who's driving. I'm like, all right, I'm right here. What's up?
That would be me.
Nah, man.
That
I
would
mean,
be
I do
me.
that too, but we already hitting high. Just like get out of here. Just go on the other side. Just go in the other lane. You know, people want you to go like like Need for Speed miles. It's crazy. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let you force me to go 120 miles. You about to no, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
But anyway,
you don't.
um,
Yeah.
so another demonic moment. Oh, this girl, this she was a young lady too. Like she was probably, I'd say probably in her 30s. Probably in her 30s, or maybe not. She's probably look old, but she's younger.
Okay.
She kept calling me honey. So I went to Sally's real quick. I went to
Maybe
Sally's
you
to get
looked
a spray
sweet to
bottle.
her. Maybe you looked sweet.
Doggone it! I
I
knew he's
don't know.
gonna try to get a jab in.
It's not a jab. She's calling you honey. Honey is sweet. How is that a jab? You look sweet to her. I say this all the time, bro. You're a
Nah,
sweet
you don't need
You-
to say it like
boy.
that,
You
bro.
a sweet boy. You know what I mean?
See, bro.
You a
That's
sweet
what you
boy.
want to say. Don't act like you. That's a jab.
Huh? But that's what she's
That's
saying.
a jab.
That's what she's
No,
saying.
no.
And I think I'm on the same
no.
page with her.
No.
You a sweet boy,
You
man.
just said you just said see. That's a forbidden sentence, man.
How?
He over here, guys. He over here playing, man.
Hey, if you
That's
see a
what-
car, you say that's a car.
Nah.
Right.
Don't try to explain it, bro. I know what you're trying to say. They hear you,
Don't
right?
try
You
to
guys hear
explain
what
it.
he's
All
trying to
right,
say.
I won't try.
He's trying to.
I won't try
He's
to
trying to make
explain
it
it.
sound. He's trying to make it
You a
sound
sweet
beta.
boy.
Beta. Nah. Hey. He.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
move forward, man. Because the jokes
All
are
right,
coming this time.
all right.
Jokes are coming, bro.
Okay.
So
All right.
I want to go buy a spray bottle, and she was just acting. I just hate when people call me sweetie, hun, dear, or whatever. If we never went out, like I don't know. If you're not a grandma or older mom, you shouldn't be allowed to use those words, sweetie, dear, honey, to random guys that you don't even know. You know what I mean? Like that's illegal.
Yeah.
That's illegal. So that's a demonic moment for me, I guess. She was like, "Oh yeah, honey." I try to brush it off. You know what? I did brush it off, and I just went by my way. She really was feeling the Duke, but I wasn't giving her no attention. I was about to call her hun back, right? But that's probably what she wanted. But she ain't gonna get that satisfaction, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give her that satisfaction. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's get into our first discussion, man. What you got for us?
Man, I had so many jabs for you during your story, but I held back because,
Nah.
We have
hey,
things-
shoot him. We gonna shoot him back. You know, we gonna shoot him back.
we have we have topics to discuss today. Man, I would have to what is the hardest loss you've ever had to take?
As far as in life,
Yeah, man, because I was just thinking like back on my history and stuff, and I was like, man, what is the hardest loss I've had to take?
hardest loss.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting question because we all take losses. We all take losses, and there's a lot of things that happen when you take a loss. Some people could really be devastated by the loss. It could be a loss that brings devastation. It could be a loss that brings clarity. There's many different types of losses. I would say that we can go through that show us different things. Some could bring clarity, some could bring devastation, some could bring depression, some can even bring happiness, you know, because it's something
Mm.
that like you you needed to lose in order to access something else. You know what I'm saying?
You need to lose your feminine nature in order to access your masculine nature. That's what we talk about with you all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
that
That's your
that
problem.
yeah, yeah, that's what that's yeah, that's the problem that you know, he usually hides, but anyway, but what's a loss? What's a loss that hold on, what's the question one more time?
Hardest loss you've ever had to take. I'll go first. I'll name one. I'll name one.
Okay, okay, name one.
College. College is the hardest loss I've ever had to take because of how much
Oh,
debt it put me in. College was an L for me. Why? Because there are very little things that you need to go to college to be absolutely certified in to work in the industry. And if you're one of those things, sure. But if you can teach yourself and you can work on the skills without going to college, I have no idea why college is advertised the way it is. It was the hardest loss for me. And I went to
you know to get
college
the money.
basically, huh?
I said you know to get the money. That's
Exactly.
why
Exactly. Money is
they
in the skills.
they just want to get you. Yeah.
And but you know what's interesting though? It was difficult to tell where the world was going when I was graduating high school. Like now when you graduate high school, it's like you don't even need to go to college. Just learn C++ or learn some programming skill or learn some software and market yourself that way. It's easier to do that now than
Mhm. Mhm.
than maybe when we were graduating high school. So
And then look, and then one quick point, and like some companies want you to have some certification, right?
yeah.
But in the way that you're speaking of, which is you're doing pretty much social media stuff and doing your own having your own platform on the social media, that's a different avenue. But if you're going to take the avenue of like connecting with a company, most of the time they are gonna want you to have a certification, and they don't teach you, which is kind of crazy because uh, as we know, anybody can learn how to do something. And if
Hmm.
that person doesn't learn how to do it properly, okay, then move on to the next. But I think it's kind of crazy how people don't give people chances to learn
Yeah.
um, the skill, because even though you study something, a lot of times if you don't put it into practice, you still probably don't know how to do it practically. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Which way you saying?
Yeah, there are always nuances in a skill. Like if you're a doctor, you learn, you practice by the books. But
Mm-hmm.
then when you get out and you start actually doing it, there are ways that you do stuff that maybe the book doesn't necessarily say. And I would have to say college, bro. College was definitely my biggest loss. Many things also happened in college, like the people I dated. Those were big losses.
Mm.
The friends I made were great, but relationships that I were in, they were big losses for sure. So it's not even just a monetary component; it's also a thing. It's like people want to experience all of this stuff that is out there, but then it's like once you experience it, sure, it was enjoyable in the moment, but then you realize that it set you back in certain things. Like, for example, like the more relationships you get into, the less likely it is that you can be married to someone and stay married because you've been exposed to so many different people now that it's difficult to just be with one person and accept them for the human they are, even though you're also a human being. So college definitely taught a lot of things that weren't necessary for me to learn, but it taught some good things. And it's like, well, you learned some good stuff. Why don't you just take that as it is? And it's like, well, if you learn a bunch of good stuff and a bunch of bad stuff happens, how about you just never learn either and then learn a bunch of good stuff in a more safe environment, such as taking a year or two away from college and practicing things, seeing where you want to go, see even if you're interested in doing something first. So yeah, college was definitely a big L for me, man, in a lot of ways. In
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
And
ways.
I would also go back to how they used to do things back in the early days, where, bro, if you wanted to get into some kind of career or do a specific thing for a living, you would go to people that did that.
Oh yeah, you
You
shadow
know,
them.
get yeah, you shadowed them, bro. All this because we know, excuse me, we know everything is about money now. So you got to go through this filter, these preliminaries, before you even get to what you actually want to try to study for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And then when
crazy.
you're studying for whatever you're studying for, it's like all these extra stuff you got to do before you even get practical.
Yeah, yeah,
So we waste all these years doing stuff that don't get us to the real thing. And by the time we get to the real thing, we're tired. You done wasted
guess
all
what's
your
that?
mental. What's up?
Guess what that's actually doing? It's actually causing us to give birth at a later time. It's one of the bigger
Yeah,
reasons
bro.
why birth rate is like at a critical low right now, because people just don't want to have children because I freaking have to pay for my student debt that I did. I really, like, if you needed me to get in the field and work, why didn't you just make sure that I'm in the best position to do that? Instead, you just gave me a bunch of debt, and then you said, "Here's a certificate that now a degree that now you have to go earn other certificate." Yeah, sorry, I'm jumping back on it, man. Let me let you talk.
And you don't even get the job. It's not like when you get out of college. Okay, the job is right there, and then all they waiting for you to sign the contract. You gotta find it yourself, bro.
The job is
That's another
requiring
challenge.
5 years already when you get out of
And
college.
requirements is see, and that's another thing. Like, how am I supposed to get something that I don't have yet?
Right.
I'm fresh in the game. Why you want me to have experience on something that I'm trying to get experience for?
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
like and then it's like a trap in itself to get the so everything is set up to mess you up, bro. It's just crazy. But
Yeah.
I would have got married 5 years ago if this wasn't the case. I would have got married like 5 years ago, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Goodness
Bro,
gracious.
I would have already been out the game,
Freaking
married,
heck.
all
Golly.
that. But it's
Government
wild.
needs more people to be married and families built up again. But like here you are on the other side snatching cash away from people left and right. It's before they even start being able to work or be worth anything. Anyway,
Before,
man.
bro,
Yeah. Is that your
it's
reason too,
madness.
or should I just kind of?
It's not. I would rock with that reason as well, but that's a big one, bro. Because
Yeah,
essentially you're wasting time, and
a
it is a big.
lot of
It's not only
time.
financially, but it's also time because time is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
They say one of the precious commodities. You can't get time back. You can always
Yeah,
get money back. You can always gain money and lose money, but time is gonna. It's a forward motion. It never goes back. It's no time
Mm-hmm.
machine like the movies where you can go
Yeah.
back in time and fix it. You can't. So that's definitely a huge loss. I would say for me, um, as well. I
Yeah.
definitely ride that train because I think a lot of people would say that wanted to do something, or wasn't sure of what they wanted to do, but still went to college to try to figure it out
Mm-hmm.
instead of properly analyzing and trying things before they actually went to
Yeah.
college. Because now
Yeah.
if they wasted their time and money trying to figure out what they wanted to do, and then eventually figured out, hey, you know what, I actually don't want to go to college no more, or I actually just wanted to do something simple that I could have done all
Exactly.
along. So, you know, in a lot of ways, it does set you back, but there's some good things about it, you know. But
You know what would
yeah, I
radically
say,
change too? If Would you say?
oh no, go ahead.
Oh, the sound is a little bit delayed, but I was saying that what that happens too is this directly if people decided to take a step back and consider some things a few years after high school before going to college, what that would do is the industries that need people to jump in like right after high school, they would need to take a step back and reevaluate themselves. One of them is the medical industry. If, say, a woman decides to take 3 years after high school to see what she's interested in, says, I now want to be a doctor, she now has to give up 10 years maybe of the next, I don't know, decade of her life or so. So say from 23 or 24 to 34 or 33, she'll be like, well, wait, now I can't have kids. I can't go into the medical industry. So what that'll do is it'll tip the medical industry to make changes where now people can enter and be done quicker than what they put them through. Because I understand the medical industry is a medical industry, but it is just, do you know how much debt these people go into after school, bro? It's 200,000, 300,000 just to become a doctor.
That's
to work
crazy,
a whole
bro.
bunch. To work a whole
And your
bunch. They
brain
literally
hurt even
enslave
worse.
you.
I'm just thinking about the stress, the mental stress, bro. That's a lot of. You're gonna have an aneurysm
stress,
about 5 years in.
They don't tell you that though when you're first getting into it. They don't tell you that, hey, you want to dedicate the next 12 years of your life to doing this?
They don't shoot it straight. They make it sound like a doggone good vacation. You're gonna save people's lives, yada yada.
Make a bunch of money.
Make a bunch of money. You're this and that, bro. If you or a loved one has ever signed up to be a medical doctor, just know that your head, just know that you may have brain trauma, or like, bro, it's crazy. People that I know that studies to be a to be a doctor, they just sound tired, bro.
How do you maintain? Like, you have to give up something. You have to give up something because your relationships are going to go down the drain. Your hobbies are going to go down the drain. Your social interaction is going to go down the drain. Yeah, it's a lot, man.
Bro.
It's a lot, man. So I don't know who really wants to do that. If you really want money, I mean, there are 18-year-olds on YouTube, starting at like 5 a.m. doing investments. Literally, you can mimic what they're doing and make money. You can make a lot of money that way. Like, there are people doing that. You don't have to do this type of thing where it's like it takes up all the time in your life. So yeah, man, hardest loss would have to be, and I wonder how many other people would say the same. Yeah, a lot of relationships and things are built and gained in college, but dang, is it necessary? I don't know. I don't think you need it.
I think it should be like the old days, to where if you want to go inside a field, go to the actual people that do what you want to do and learn from them.
Get trained there. Yeah,
Get trained from, bro. Get hands on, practical. Do it
That's
as it
true.
should be done, and I think that'll save us a lot of time, save us a lot of headache, a lot of mental stress of trying to figure out how to even get into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think there'll be a lot of. First of all, the economy would be great.
It would, man.
Bro,
it would. The people,
I feel like we biting ourselves in the foot, bro.
I know. The people who need to be spending a lot of money on the economy by building and thinking and investing and stuff, like the young people around our age, we're not really doing it because we're paying back all of these loans and we can't put it back into the economy. So yeah, you have a good point, man.
For sure, bro. Because wealth is shared. It's not kept.
Exactly.
Wealth is shared.
Exactly.
That's how you get more wealthier. But a lot of people selfish out here, so they don't want to show you the formula because they don't want you to have what they have.
You might take their money. Yeah.
You might take their money. You might be take it from their bag, but not knowing that that can actually increase both of you guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, if you guys have thoughts on that, drop it in the comments below on the YouTube page, the channel, and share your thoughts about what what you think about this college thing, or if you have a different thing that is a big setback for you, let us know what it is, man. We'd like to read it, and then we will reply back. Um, but yeah, going on to the next sort of idea here, topic idea or discussion is, we all grow, this kind of falls into line with college, right? We all grow up having an idea what we want to do for a career. You dream, your childhood dream of being I want to be a firefighter because we saw a picture that looked cool. Or I want to be a policeman because the policeman had a cool hat or whatever it was. Or I want to be a Power Ranger. What the?
What the?
What the? But yeah, just all these things that you dreamed of as a kid.
Yeah.
It is. So going back to there, looking at it as. What's up?
I'm hungry, man. I want some fried plantain, man.
You ain't eat before the joint?
Nah, man. Did you eat?
Hey, man. Yeah, bro. You gotta get your. See, that's how you know he out here losing weight out here, man.
Look, man. The single life isn't the easiest, man. It's not.
I know, man. We gotta cook for ourselves. We gotta do everything. Once wifey come in the picture, baby, please help me. Please help me. Why you laughing, man?
Yo, the way you said, "Baby, please help me," like it felt like she was right there, and you were talking to her, looking at her in the eye, like, "Baby,
bro,
please help
that's
me."
how serious it is, bro.
It is pretty serious, man. But dang, man, that was pretty intense, man. He said,
"Hey, man, I got the skills, you know.
Baby, please,
that's what I do.
Please help me, please.
Please help us." But yeah, getting back to the discussion. Just to let you know, future wifey, I love you. Yeah.
Bro, chill, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Okay. Who? Let's
Come
move.
on,
Let's move.
nah. You have to cut that out, man. You gotta cut that out, man.
You gotta. Okay, look, man. So, did you fulfill your childhood dream, career, or are you satisfied with where, or if not, I don't know if it made sense. Okay, so the first part is, did you fulfill your childhood dream career? And then, are you satisfied with where you are now? Or is it a stepping stone to where you want to get to? So, did you fulfill your childhood dream? Are you at the place where you want to be now? Or if not, is where you are now leading to where you want to be?
That takes me back because I have never thought about what I wanted to be as a kid. I've never thought about, what did I want to be when I was a kid? And it's something that I have to say I don't remember. Maybe I'd have to ask people who are close around me and see what they say that I was saying. But actually, that's
they wanted to be a Power Ranger or like a Ninja Turtle. Because, you definitely look like Donatello. So I would imagine you would want to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Wait, what were their names? Donatello, Raphael.
Raphael. I don't know, Mercutio.
Yo, chill, man. What? Who?
Mercutio. That wasn't one of their names, but I was just
no, it wasn't. Absolutely not. What was the master's name?
Master Splinter.
Oh yeah. You remind me of Master Splinter. Like Master just Splinter? Something about your face, man. Yeah. Good guy, great guy.
It was cool, but definitely I would have to say you and Donatello are twins for sure.
Hey, we in there, man. Is that the one that the girl has a crush on?
Now that's the one that be eating pizza out of the sewer all
Gaines,
the
bro.
time.
He's
He's the
the
one that be.
strongest one. He's the wild one. He's the aggressive one, ain't he?
Now he actually he's sloppy. Like most of the time, you get caught on his
What
back.
is he the
Pause.
the electrical one? Chill, man. Is he the electrical? Like
Nah,
he can do
nah, bro.
electrical stuff? What does
He's
he
always
do? He
on
has
his
a
back.
specialty. No, no, no,
He's
no, no.
always on
No,
his
no, no,
back.
no, no. I see what you're doing here. No, what was his specialty, man?
Yo, they always jumping on this guy, bro.
Doggone it,
He,
man.
yeah, are you about to look it up? Yeah, he's always sloppy. He's always eating, and he can't fight good, bro. He's the weakest link. He's the weakest link. Oh my gosh, bro.
Hey, man. You know what? I can't read all of this right now. But we're going to come back with the fire next time. We're going to tell you guys exactly what Donatello's strengths are, and we're going to build off of that. Because that's what we men do. Anyway, your question, man.
Yeah.
Where I am right now, I am satisfied because I am doing much better than the average person is. So you got to be grateful for whatever you got. Now, do I want to do more? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But where I'm at right now, I wouldn't say is a stepping stone to what I want to do. But what I'm doing right now is what I have to do in order to live. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is what I'm doing in order to live. Do I want to do more? Yes, I do. But, my debt is getting paid, rent is getting paid, everything is getting paid. And I can eat. And that's good for me. Right? And I have some pocket money. But I wouldn't say it's a stepping stone for what I want to do. No. What I want to do is going to take a different course of action, learning, and I'm going to have to go in a different direction. But this work is just to provide me the things that I need in order to live. Does that answer your question? So am I doing what I want to do what I wanted to do right now as a kid? I don't think so. I think I'm doing something completely different. And I'm okay with that because when you're a kid, you idolize something. But when you grow up, it's a different thing to be interested in the thing that you're doing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. For sure,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
a lot of us want to be something that we just saw on TV,
Yeah.
and some kids actually grow up. Some kids actually grow up being what they saw, like what they wanted from kids, childhood. But me on the other hand, I wanted to be a lot of stuff. I wanted to be Spider-Man, and I was actually doing Spider-Man things. I was climbing walls, going under beds. I was very agile, but there was a lot of things I wanted to be. That weren't real jobs. Like superhero stuff. Just action hero type stuff and some career stuff. I would say I wanted to be too. Like I think at one point, wanted to be a doctor, firefighter, something like that. But in essence, I really didn't know. Growing up as a kid, I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to be a basketball player. Yeah, that was a big one.
Ooh, that okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Watching Kobe Bryant play, was something. Kobe Bryant was always my favorite player in the NBA. One of my favorite players in the NBA. But out of all my favorite players, he's on the top. Like he's number one of my favorite player. So watching him made me want to play basketball. Inspired me to play. But that dream didn't work out because of some personal issues that I need to learn, and just other factors. But I would say definitely it was me that allowed other factors to take its form at a greater level than it should have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we always, nobody could tell you, how to. No, nobody can make you do something unless you allow them to make you, and that's make you think a way about yourself or make you do something because you wanna please them or whatever it may be. So
Mm.
I would say there's some things that I let other people speak into me and I believed,
Mm-hmm.
and let other people's actions, negative actions against me, let that affect my outlook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I did not do my childhood career. Um, but am I satisfied with where I am now? In a way, I am. In a lot of ways, I am, but in other ways, I'm not. A couple um, reasons why I am is, you know, looking looking where God has taken me from and now brought me to, as far as my spiritual life, and that I am satisfied with because I definitely want to grow. That's the most important area that I always want to continue to grow in, you know, and that comes with faith and all the good things that um, is behind that. But career wise, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on the track of where I want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I'm in the process of still going where I want to be, and it kind of never ends because you always want to get better. You always want to go to different levels. So it's always gonna increase. Um, but yeah, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm going where I want to go. Where I'm going where I want to be, and um, it is a step into where I want to be as well. Like that, like where I am is leading me to where I want to be. To answer my last part of the question, but yeah, man. Yeah, did you have something to say about it?
You said you're satisfied in where God has taken you and where He's put you now. But what are you unsatisfied about?
I'm unsatisfied with my where I'm at with my career. Like, cause I'm not where
Okay.
I want to be yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know you can't get there yet. But are you satisfied with where you're at? Because we all know you want everyone obviously wants to get better at their career. They want to upgrade and go up further. But where you're at, are you satisfied?
Well, what in my shoes, I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm in like the prelims, so it's like I'm not even doing my career fully. You know what I mean? So I'm not satisfied because I'm not doing
So
it fully.
so do you consider your career once you're able to do something, or do you consider the training to get to that point also part of the career?
I mean, everything is a part of building onto to where you want to go, right? But it's like this, um, because some people might call like a college basketball career a career. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really your actual job. You're playing for a college and you're not getting paid, and so on
Now
and
they
so forth.
are.
Well, now they're getting sponsors, but the school's not paying them.
Oh yeah, yeah, but yeah. I mean, I would rather
Yeah,
sponsors pay
yeah.
me than the school because you
Oh
can make a
yeah,
lot more money for sure.
a lot more money. So, but luckily they are. But let's even go back to high school. You know,
Okay.
some people might call high school basketball a career, but it's not. You're not getting paid for it.
No, no, no. You can't go back to high school, man. You can't go back to high
Yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah. We can because if you played in college, most of the time you play in high school.
Right, right.
Yeah, so it's a process of where you want to be, right?
Yeah, they're just in school for Plan B. So yeah, I guess you could say it is a career.
Yeah. So I guess where you were going with it is aren't you doing something and trying to go to where you want to be, right? So that's like everything is pretty much leading to where you're trying to go, right? So in that
Hmm.
case, um, um, I don't think that is. I even forgot what you asked or
Let
said.
me explain myself a little bit further. You're saying that when you're in high school and you're playing, it's technically also practicing for your career. But what I'm saying is your career choice is basically based off the fact that you saying I can do it. I'm actually going to be able to do, because when you're in high school, you don't know if you'll be able to even try out for the NBA, right? It takes a lot to even get up to be able to try out for the NBA. So when you get to the tryout for the NBA and you're putting in all this work, you are practicing for your NBA career, not in high school,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Like in high school, you know that's where you want to go. Like if you ask any high school player that plays basketball and takes it seriously, they're gonna be like, yeah, I want to be in the NBA.
Right. But not all of them actually end up in the career, right?
Yeah, yeah. Not all of them, but most of them that take it serious, they get involved in spaces that is gonna develop them.
But they don't actually
You know,
make it to the
especially when
NBA.
not a lot of them do.
A lot of them do, really, because NBA only takes in
Yeah,
like 60 something.
not
I don't
like
know.
if you, if you look at the ones that are on camera, you know the ones that so basically what I'm saying is the ones that are highlighted. A lot of the highlighted ones make it to the NBA. The ones that you see on camera, like now you got Snapchat, Instagram, and you got a
But
lot
that's
of
how.
players that
But that's out of how many guys that want to make it to the NBA? That's out of millions of guys. So it's a
yeah,
very,
yeah. So
very,
I mean,
very.
well, I mean, yeah, but the I think the point is still valid for everybody because they're still trying.
Yeah, that doesn't count though. That's not you trying isn't necessarily practicing for your career. What I'm saying is practicing for your career is I'm going to be in this career, but what I'm doing now is to get me there. Well, when you're in high school, you can't say I'm going to be in the NBA. You can only practice for it. So it's like you're just practicing to see. You're practicing to see if you can even
Well,
do it.
well, that could be for anything then because there's millions of people in all other careers. You could want to be in anything, but it depends on how serious you want to take it. Like, will you get over your obstacles? And yeah, that could really apply to anything because you don't know for sure if you're still gonna want to do X, Y, or Z. Like you don't know if you still want to gonna if you still want to be the doctor that you thought about in high school or the soccer player you thought about in high school. Like this could still change. So I guess in anything that can happen. We could say
Yeah, that's true. But I want to
yeah.
okay, let me use this example. Let me use this example. Girls say we love nice guys. We love nice guys. Every guy can practice to be nice. But are they in a race to get that girl? No. Why? Because the girl wants a specific guy to be nice. Every
Mm-hmm.
guy is nice, but every guy isn't that specific guy. Only those specific guys are in the race to get that girl, even though they're all nice. Do you get what I'm saying? So your career choice, you're only in practice for your career when you know for a fact that I'm going to get in it if I keep doing exactly what I'm doing. Your career choice takes skill to get into. A guy in high school, he needs to hit the height to get to even be able to try out for the NBA. He needs to hit a really tall height. Most short guys that are in the NBA, that's like 0.00000001 of all short guys in the world. Short guys 6'1". We think we're saying short guys, but they're actually 6'1". So I'm saying when you get to the NBA tryouts, now everything that you're doing is in practice for the NBA because it's a completely different game. Just like a bunch of people can practice to be actors. Wait, is it frozen? Oh, you're writing something. I thought it was frozen. A lot of people can practice to be actors, but unless you put yourself in a position to say, I'm going to be an actor no matter what, and you continue to push through, I think that is a very, very small number of people, because a lot of people are afraid. And then all the practice that you got from when you were a kid all the way up to the point of where you're actually trying out for stuff, it doesn't really matter. So when you're actually going out, like actively going out for the acting position, and you're practicing, you're waiting for opportunities to come up, you're doing lessons and all of that, I think that's practicing for a career. But if you're not in the tryout phase for that career, like you're actually qualified to be in the career, you're just pushing yourself through, I think that's just developing a skill you really like. You would like it to be a career, but you're probably not gonna make it. It's not. So at the end of the day, it's just practice, other than practicing for a career. But yeah, I hope I made sense.
Yeah, I think we got time for one more.
All right. I'm gonna leave this one for a while. I want to say I'm gonna hit this other one. So I think we're missing a sense of community. I think the world right now is missing a sense of community, and I say this because there's a lot of issues going on right now between the two guys and girls. So when I was younger, the neighborhood that I lived in, the women that were there, we knew the women for what they did. This lady knows how to sew clothes. This lady knows how to make this food really well.
Oh yeah.
This lady down the street, you know what I mean? Like, you can take this to her and she'll get it done for you. Like, this is, oh, she has sugar. Make sure you go ask her for sugar. Oh, she bakes stuff really well. I would love her to bake. Like, that's that neighborhood.
And you used to braid girls' hair. Yes. You used to braid girls' hair.
That's a huge one. A lot of the women in the community knew how to do that.
Yeah, plus you, and that.
Huh?
plus you, like you braided hair.
Who is that?
You.
Where did she live?
No. D braided hair back. You know, he would braid ladies' hair.
When I was how old?
Yo, man.
Huh? No. No. You know something that I don't know. How old was I when I was braiding hair?
Yo, how you gonna ask me how old you were when you were braiding hair, bro?
Because if I told you that I used to braid hair, I would have told you why I did it or what time frame I did. I don't just say stuff like that. So, Mr. Ed, when did I say I braided hair?
Yo, bro, you braided hair, bro. Like
I did?
Like when does it even matter? Yeah, bro.
Oh shoot, I didn't even know. Thanks for letting me know, man. Dang.
Hey, bro, you
That's
told
cool.
me this, bro.
That I did? Oh, I might. Hey, look, I must have forgot. I even had.
If y'all need
skill.
a consultation, he can examine your head right now and tell you, you know, what kind of if you're a 4C, 4D, or C4, whatever the heck. He gonna give y'all a consultation and he can get you right, ladies.
All right, I'll try. But if you end up bald, it ain't my fault. You know what I mean? I really don't think I have that skill, Mr. Ed. You're lying to these people right now. You're finna get sued, man.
Nah.
But thanks for reminding me. I will. It would be nice for my daughter to braid her hair. So, wow, that's really surprising. I know how to braid hair. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, a sense of community, right? There are a bunch of women who know how to do stuff. Why? Because the men are usually out there doing the work and stuff. Oh, I need this lady to watch my kids for a couple of hours. Pop, go do what you got to do. Come back home. You guys are all doing that for each other. I think we're missing that community here. Like, I don't know if that ever exists. I think it existed in what they call the old times now. And I think that stopped existing when both men and women started to go to work. I think that stopped existing. And it's really sad that our kids won't be growing up in that sense of community. having all these people surrounding them that they feel protected, safe. They know that if I go out, if my kid is out at this time, I know they're safe. I don't think people really get the time to build that community because all time from both people, from both men and women, are spent at work. And I think it's causing a lot of kids to have social issues. I mean, you know of depression, anxiety, social, so what is it called? Imposter syndrome or something like that. There's just some weird stuff that's blowing up. Now, these things exist, but on the scale of which they exist now, it doesn't make any sense. And I think a sense of community, people, knowing people in the neighborhood, just having that freedom to just explore the world around you, it's not there. So it's causing a lot of issues that we're seeing today. And I don't think people are really thinking that much about it. Like, my mom used to be home and take care of me all the time, and I loved it. And now she's at work 10 hours a day, and I don't see her till later on in the day. And I see my friends more than I see my mom, but I don't even really talk to my friends because we don't really hang out like that because my mom's always at work, my dad is always at work, and they can't drop me at my friend's house. Bro, I don't know, man. There's so many issues around it, but I think it's normalized for the kids growing up now. So they wouldn't be able to tell, like, this is what used to happen, but now we don't get it anymore. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is because got a lot of strange people, so people want to stay away now. People don't want to be involved. People don't want to be, in connection because of all the corruption, all the violence, and the hidden agendas that people have against other people, classes, races, whatever, man. So
that's always been
definitely,
there, though.
Yeah, especially here, but when you go to someplace like Africa, that's more prevalent over there to where people can be in that type of community because there isn't much of that going on because everybody look the same.
Oh, you'd be surprised, man.
Really? Well, I do. Ooh, that is there, but not like here though.
Like trafficking and stuff.
Trafficking.
Like people trafficking, human, like the sex trade.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean as far as whoa, no. I wasn't going over there.
Okay, I don't know where you're going.
Sorry, I was talking about when it comes to doing the things that you mentioned, the lady that sells the stuff that like everybody, how everybody know the lady down the street and could go to her for a cake or whatever, and just that feel of like your surroundings because bro, like that where the neighborhoods are like you don't feel like you're being isolated around anywhere you go, you know what I mean? But coming to America, you feel you go some places you feel weird because people looking at you funny, you got this going on, you got that going on, but someplace like Africa, certain countries you go to, not everybody look the same, and it's not, you don't feel uncomfortable walking around any neighborhood because that type of confrontation is not there like how it is here. So that's what I mean, along those lines. But yeah. What was your original question though?
And see, you don't even recognize, like, if we were to be asked, like, do you think that kind of community existed here in the past? I couldn't see how it could have existed in the past, but it actually did. Those kinds of communities actually did, and it's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I could definitely say that there were like towns like that. Towns, neighborhoods, but on a larger scale, like let's say states. I don't know if a whole state was like that. Maybe towns in the state, but the whole state, I don't think it ever got to that point. But there are definitely towns, I believe, and like definitely neighborhoods that were like that everybody knew in the neighborhood, and everything was peace.
Yeah.
But now it's very hard to find.
Imagine the neighborhood that you live, that your parents' house is in right now. Imagine that like times 2 or 3 right? And that would be like the space in which the child really grows. You guys know a bunch of people there. Maybe a bunch of you go to the same churches. You know, there's just a lot of separation nowadays that it's, I mean, quite, and rightfully so. You know, if you leave your daughter out there, you have a high chance of her getting grabbed by someone and taken away. Like those things do exist now. And I think that's because the sense of community has been lost. How can someone unknowingly just walk into your community? No one knows them. They come grab your kid because everyone is an individual. The community lies in each individual's house. And I think that also falls, then the community is crashing because the family is getting broken up. Family isn't really important as much anymore. So, man, I've got a really hard topic for us to talk about in the future, and it has to do with like the family and how the American culture really does see it if they can even do it. So that's a really big topic. But yeah, man, you asked what my initial question was. Do you think we're missing a sense of community?
When it comes to neighborhoods and things like that, of that nature, people that aren't in your family, I would say yes, worldwide. But
that can never exist though. Worldwide?
Well, when I say worldwide, I don't mean like everybody like in the world. I mean like in your state, in your town, in your city. That's what I mean by worldwide. But also, yeah, that's not going to exist worldwide for sure. We can't be all on the same page. But yeah, in that way of like, state, town, that is less likely. Dang, I just had a thought that I forgot. Oh, yes, but let's say like in groups of common minds, like, being a part of a Christian church or, whatever group, those do exist for sure. And that community is in existence. That's a thing that we see play out, So yeah, groups like that, yes, but as a community of just people that don't maybe subscribe to the same faith or whatever it is, no, we don't usually see that. We usually see people who are like-minded grouped together, and that could be a good thing. But in this case, when we're talking about as a whole, we don't see that. People with different mindsets grouped together, unless there's a commonality that they're trying to accomplish. But we're not even talking politics here. We're just talking about just commonality, and just being a human being, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, man, that's what I think.
I think it's so cool whenever I see an old movie and like the ladies are like baking stuff to go to the person who just moved into the neighborhood, and let's let our kids play together and all this stuff, and that just can't happen anymore because everyone is working now.
It's too weird. And I remember when we first moved in this neighborhood, they had there was a neighborhood party that we were invited to.
That's cool.
I was like, wow, this is new.
Yeah.
And I still remember the cookie that I bit into to this day. It was a lemon cookie, like a lemon sugar cookie. It was
That's
pretty
crazy.
Good. I still remember that, bro.
Yeah.
I still remember that, and vaguely, I remember what it looked like. Not the cookie, but how the inside of the house looked, and the lighting. It was a little dark.
Yeah.
In the house as I bit into the cookie. I still remember that. Kind of a little unorthodox, but.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And that's cool. And I mean, I whatever neighborhood or community that I build my house in, I want to do that for people. Just so people aren't strangers.
Yeah, man.
When my kid is walking home from school, they know that that's my kid. If something happens to my kid, they're going to let me know. But But if no one knows who you are in your neighborhood, you don't really talk to people, man. So build a sense of community. Build a sense of community. It's helpful in many, many, many ways. But yeah, man. With that being said, that's all I got for my questions. I know we don't have that much time. You want to close us out?
Hey, man, we're gonna move to our last segment of the show. For those of you who've been listening, you know what it is, man. We got our top 5, and this subcategory today, we're gonna be doing top 5 sports brands. So our top 5 sports brands that we value, from least being 5 on the list to the best being number 1 on our list. If you guys have if you guys want to drop yours, make sure you do that on the YouTube page or below the video, wherever you can drop it down. From wherever you're watching, or just participate by just saying it out loud or whatever to yourself. But yeah, let's hop into our top 5, man. We got
my
top
number
5
5
sports
man.
brands.
My number 5 is kind of tied with, and there's 2 of them, either Reebok or Under Armour.
Ooh.
And they're tied. Right? So that's my number 5.
Dang, so they're tied?
They're tied, man. They're tied. Yeah, because
You can't put one.
Nah,
No, you
quite.
can't put one in a thing in like an honorable mention.
They're. I would choose Reebok over Under Armour. Then Under Armour would be the honorable mention. Yeah. What'd you go with?
Ouch. Reebok is my number 5 as well.
Oh shoot!
But
yeah.
I'm a little bit sour that you put Under Armour on the honorable mentions list like this, man. I'm a little bit sour about that, dog.
Yeah, we already know it's gonna be like number 2 or 3 on his list. So, hey, look, it is
We'll
what
see.
it is. It's a hard not life for you. It's a hard not life. All right. That's my number 5. That's cool. That's your number 5 too. Okay. All right. I see you. My number 4.
Number 5, man. And hold on, real quick. And you know how I like doing a little bit of side story. Reebok. I remember my first Reebok when I was like 8 years old, and Reebok was popping back in 2005, 2003. It was popping, and so Reebok for me was something that I wore at a good time when it was popping, and so I connected with the brand nicely. It was a good experience. It wasn't something that I didn't like that I wore because everybody else wore. I wore it because I liked it. It wasn't bad, and then plus everybody else, it's kind of like a group effort, of enjoyment.
Okay. My number 4. My number 4 is New Balance, man.
New Balance?
Yeah. They have some decent
New
shoes,
Balance.
bro. I'm not even gonna lie. They got some decent quality-wise.
Hey, man, bro, y'all see y'all probably get a picture of these style or what he think look good. Y'all now get a decent look on what he likes.
I don't even have New Balance right now in my closet, so.
Oh man. Okay, New Balance. Okay, number 4.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me. They gonna be like, man, EddyEd, what you doing? How could you? Right? They're gonna hit me with all this stuff, right? But I'm gonna have to put number 4. Jordan's at number 4.
Ew.
Jordan at number 4.
That's that African American stuff.
What?
Jordans. They love that brand.
Are you? Yeah, bro. Bro, you better not attack the Jordan heads because
America in general loves Jordans, and I don't know why. They're not. For me, Jordans aren't the go-to shoe for playing sports. I think Jordans are just shoes. They're just casual shoes that you can play basketball in, but they're not basketball meant shoes, right? Unless I'm wrong.
Man, I'm not a sneakerhead, so I'm
okay.
not like a person that can tell you the history. But yeah, a lot of them look like shoes you could wear with outfits. It don't look like playing basketball shoes.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, it's like a hybrid between you could play in them and then you can wear them for outfits. It's like a
And
you could use
here's
it for
my
both.
issue with sneakers is over time they bend and they don't look good. And I think for the brand and name that Jordan is, their quality should be a lot better than basic
Yeah,
sneakers.
because and I'm not gonna lie, like I remember back in the day when I got a new pair of shoes that were sneakers. You didn't want to walk regularly because they
No,
would
you
bend.
don't.
You can't walk.
Exactly.
You gotta walk like a robot. You gotta
Exactly.
rock very calculate your steps. Make sure you don't bend the foot when you're walking up the stairs. Lift up your whole leg and
You
then
know,
step.
you know whose walk is hilarious? Bobby Schmurda, bro. Have you seen this Duke
Oh
walk
yeah,
before? Oh Lord.
no, I haven't. I haven't. I
Yo.
haven't.
Okay. I'm gonna just leave it right there, right? It's
All right,
hilarious, man. You
that's
know, this dude
crazy.
has
Number three.
insurance on his sneakers. Okay. Number 3 would be Puma for me.
Oh, I forgot about Puma. I forgot about Puma, man. Dang, that gotta be an honorable mention for me. Puma gotta be an
Ha!
honorable mention. Yeah, yeah, cause now
Puma.
Puma got some good merch. Puma
Yeah.
got some Puma. Puma got some good merch, bro.
Yeah, they do. I like Puma stuff. Puma stuff is pretty. It can be pretty slick. Their shoes are nice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you know their shoes look nice. So I'm rolling with Puma for my number 3.
Out of their shoes, I like their merch better, but their shoes aren't bad. Their shoes aren't bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen noon. Why I said noon? I was about to say noon designs. I meant new designs, but I haven't seen their newly designed shoes. I don't know why I'm stuttering on that. But
Yeah,
newly
yeah, yeah.
What is wrong with me? Let me
I
take a
don't know,
sip,
man.
bro. My tongue.
Somebody smack this guy.
The new design shoes, okay? I have not seen those yet. But anyway, number 3
Yeah.
for me, and a lot of people get mad, like, why is it low on the list? But Nike,
That is not low.
number 3.
3
Yeah,
is not
because
low.
people think Jordan and Nike should be like number 1
Ew.
on all lists. Just because they're big names, but some of their
Yeah.
merch, bro, it's not the quality that I like, bro. I think they
Yeah.
slipping on some stuff because they big name. So it's like just put a check mark on it and it's good. Then now I'm not saying they don't have quality merch and all that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they do have some that are low ball budget, are low quality. And with those, I don't appreciate as much. 'Cause
Yeah.
then with the high quality one, it's like I feel like I'm being overcharged.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I don't rock with Nike as much because I just feel like I can get good material for
Bro.
cheaper with a different brand.
You want bang for your buck? Don't go with Nike. Their stuff is so expensive.
So expensive, bro. You can't
So
you can't buy a pair of shoes at Nike under $90, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
new.
Yeah. Yeah. But my number 2 is Nike. But yeah, I completely agree, man. It's so expensive. But yeah, that's my number 2, Nike. If you
My-
want, huh?
No, go ahead.
You said why?
Oh no, go no. I was about to say something else. But
Oh, I'm going Nike, and I'm gonna answer why anyway. Because if you want a good quality, say you want cleats for a specific sport or shoes for a specific sport. If you're willing to invest over $100 in that shoe, but you will have that shoe for a prolonged period of time, then Nike is the way
exactly.
to go. You know what I mean? It'll last you a number of years, but you just have to know exactly what you're buying. And Nike isn't for exploring. Nike this is what I know I want, and I'm going to get it. Some other name brands are for exploring, like the cheaper ones, but they're still good quality. Those are good for exploring. But, man, I want these Cristiano Ronaldo Nike shoes, man. You know they're going to be good quality. You got the money for it. You got yourself a good product. But your basic buys, nah, not Nike. But that's my number 2.
Okay. My number 2 is Adidas. Now I've been rocking with Adidas for many years, since high school and middle school. and I like how they look, and I rock with Adidas heavily. So Adidas for number 2.
Adidas number 2. Adidas number 1 for me, man.
Oh, see, you know what? Adidas was gonna be number 1 for me. They were gonna be up there, but then I remembered another brand. I'm like, ooh, I like the Adidas, but lately I've been buying more of this other brand, so it's more prominent for me. So even though I like Adidas, Adidas is number 1 to me, but as far as this list for now, it's gonna be number 2 for now.
Wait, so what's your number 1?
So my number 1, we got Under Armour.
Really? And
Yeah,
I
bro,
put
because
that ninja at number 6.
you put that joint way below. That's why I'm like, bro, that's low, you know. But the reason why it's like number 1 for me, because I buy a lot of Under Armour because I do no-gi wrestling and stuff like that. So that's what I use. And when I exercise, I use that. So I really enjoy working out in it, in like the Under Armour tees, long sleeves, and the long sleeve leg pants and everything. So I use that for working out a lot. So that's why it's it's number 1 for me right now. So
yeah. Okay. See, everyone has different reasons as to why their top 5 is their top 5. You just got to hear them out and respect it. But yeah, man, that's cool. Under Armour. I would have never thought of Under Armour even being a number 2 for me. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So guys, drop y'all top 5 down in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube page, and I think you can drop it down on the audio platforms. I think if you can do it, whatever. Make sure if you have any questions for us, email us at holyduo2020@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram, holyduo2020. And yeah, man, share this podcast with your friends, family, cousins, uncle, teacher, whoever you want to, man. Just make sure you share it. And if you like it, drop a like, rate us 5 stars on audio platforms, do all that good stuff, man. Any more announcements, D?
No announcements from me, man. I'm good here.
All right, hey, man. It's EddyEd.
It's dialogue, folks.
And we're only holy
because he is, man. And always remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
Peace.